you spend much time worrying? What does your worry look like? Do you worry about things that are already past that you can't do anything about? Do you worry about things in the future that are in the future and you can't do anything about them? Or do you worry about the things that are happening right now, this instant? No, wait, this instant. Wait, this instant. Of course I'm being silly, but most of us spend the majority of our worry time worrying about things that are already done and we can't fix them. They've already happened. Whatever happened, we have to deal with it. Or we worry about things that haven't happened yet, where we still have plenty of time to make a difference. One of my favorite therapeutic statements when I'm sitting with a client is asking them if they can ever really worry enough to make something different. Of course, the answer is a great, big, resounding no. Worry by itself can't make anything different. Now, worry, if we're using that as a word to say we're thinking about how we're going to fix something, then that's really more of situational planning, not worry. And the words that we use to describe it are very important to the way we feel. Worry tends to be this big, circular, spiralish pattern that just sucks us right down into where we feel like we can't do anything. And it seems almost impossible to stop our brains from it. But, and I know you know what I'm going to say, if you add tapping to that cycle of worry, a couple of really interesting things can happen. First, you can stop the downward spiral. Once you start tapping, that really moves us from worry to situation management. You can also, by tapping, move through the worry phase more quickly. Now that takes a little bit of effort on your part, and I'm going to show you just how it's done. So be sure to take full responsibility for your own health and well-being. If it gets too intense, just stop. And remember that by tapping along, you're agreeing to the terms that can be found at www.drleannaemanuel.com/disclaimer. Now, I've been tapping for quite a while, so I'm not as good of a worrier as I used to be. So bear with me as I try to simulate worry, because I'm not particularly worried about anything at the moment. So I would start on my karate chop point. And you substitute your worry in there when I say this worry. All right. So I've got this worry. And it's just on my mind, and I can't get it out of my mind. And no matter what I do, I can't get it out of my mind. It's there. It's always going to be there, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. In spite of that, I deeply and completely choose to love and accept myself, even with all this worry. I have this worry, and it's really weighing on my heart and mind. In spite of this, I choose to move forward with grace and confidence. I have all of this worry. I'm just a worrier. I've always been a worrier. My mother was a worrier. My grandmother was a worrier. And I bet every woman for generations back in my family was a worrier. In spite of this destiny, this history, this generations of heritage of worrying, I love and accept myself, and I choose to move forward calmly. This worry, this itty bitty little worry, this great big worry, oh, this worry. What if this happens? What if that happens? I could never handle that. No way. No how. It's too much. Oh, all of this worry, this worry, this worry, this great big worry. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just can't let it go. I mean, what would it mean if I let it go and stopped worrying? That would mean I didn't care, wouldn't it? People expect me to worry. That's how I show I care. That's how I show my love. That's how I show my concern. I waste my time thinking about things that I can't do anything about. That's love, right? That's concern, right? That's caring. it's not. Worrying is a great big waste of time. That makes me a time waster. But I don't know what to do instead. Because some of these things don't seem like things I can fix. I mean, what if John gets in a car accident 4 weeks from now? Surely worrying about that's going to make a difference, isn't it? I know better. But I do hope he doesn't. Worrying probably says less about caring about John and more about caring about me. Because when I'm worrying, what I'm saying is that I don't think I can handle it if John gets in an accident. I'm worried about how I will feel. I don't trust myself to have the resources to cope with it. So I can spend time worrying, or I could spend time getting stronger myself. I wonder which one would be most effective. Worrying or getting stronger? Getting stronger doesn't mean I want bad things to happen to other people. And it doesn't mean that I want bad things to happen to me. But bad things will happen to other people. That's part of life. And bad things will happen to me. That's part of life too. So getting stronger will actually help everybody. Where worrying doesn't help anybody. I'm going to let go of the worry, because I can never worry enough to really make a difference. Letting go of the worry and looking for other ways to help make things better for other people and for myself. Letting go of the worry and choosing to get busy instead. Take a deep breath and let it out. Until next time, happy tapping.